Dear students, today we are going to study the integrated rate law of the reaction. In earlier video, we have studied the differential rate law of the reaction. The differential rate law of the reaction is useful to determine the rate of chemical reaction from the concentration of the reactant in terms of the derivative of the concentration of the reactant. Consider the reaction. A is converted to B. For this reaction, the differential rate law is differential rate law. Rate equal to minus dA by dt equal to K into molar concentration of A, where K is the rate constant and A is the molar concentration of the reactant. So this equation is known as the differential rate law. From this differential rate law, we can find the rate of reaction from the concentration of the reactant at any time. But this differential rate law has certain limitations. It is not useful to determine the concentration of the reactant remain behind after any desired time. Therefore, there is a need of the integrated rate law. The integrated rate law is obtained by the integration of the differential rate law. So here first we are going to study the integrated rate law of first order reaction. Integrated rate law of first order reaction. So for this reaction, the differential rate law is minus dA by dt equal to K into A, which may be rearranged to minus dA by A equal to K into dt. Further, we can shift the negative sign on the right side. dA by A equal to minus of K into dt. So this is equation number 1. We have rearranged the differential rate law in this manner. Now to obtain the integrated rate law, we have to integrate this equation. For that purpose, we have to decide the limits. If the concentration of reactant A at T equal to 0 is A0. T equal to 0 means in the beginning of the reaction, at the start of the reaction, the concentration is A0, and the concentration of A at time T is 80. After certain time T, the concentration becomes 80. Therefore, here the limits of the concentration are A0 to 80, and the limits of time are 0 to T. Therefore, integrating equation 1, integrating this equation between the limits A0 to 80 and T equal to 0 to T equal to T. These are the limits of time and these are the limits of concentration. We get here integration dA by A. The limits are A0 to AT equal to minus of K. K is a constant and therefore we cannot integrate it. Integration of dt between the limit 0 to t. Now the integration of dA by A is log of A. Log A. And here the limits are A0 to AB. These are the limits of concentration. On the right side, minus of K. Integration of dt is t. And the limits of time are 0 to t. Now in place of this A, we can put here upper limit AT, then negative sign and then lower limit A0. Therefore here we get log of AT minus log of A0 equal to minus of K in place of t, upper limit t minus lower limit 0. So here we get log AT by A0. Log AT by A0. We know that log x minus log y equal to log x by y. Similarly here log AT minus log A0 equal to log AT by A0 equal to minus of K into T. Suppose this is equation number 2. Now in this equation, this is the natural log. We can convert this natural log into common log, that is log base 10. For that purpose we have to multiply this factor by 2.303. So 2.303 log base 10 AT by A0 equal to minus of AT. Now here you can see the negative sign here on this side. Minus of 2.303 log of AT by A0 equal to KT, which can be further written as 2.303 log A0 by AT equal to T. Therefore, K equal to 2.303 by T log of A0 by AT. This equation is known as the integrated rate law of the first order reaction. Now, in this integrated rate law of the first order reaction, A0 is the initial concentration of the reactant, AT is the concentration of the reactant at time T, and K is the rate constant of the reaction. Now here various forms of the integrated rate law of the first order reaction. The integrated rate law may have a different forms. This is one of the form of the integrated rate law of the first order reaction. From equation 2, we can write log AT by A0 equal to minus of KT. Applying antilog. When we apply the antilog to this equation, then it becomes AT by A0 equal to e raised to power minus of AT, or AT equal to A0 into e raised to power minus of AT. This is another form of integrated rate law of the first order reaction. Now, if initial concentration of reactant that is A0 equal to A mole per dm, initial concentration of the reactant. After time t, if x mole per dm are consumed, x mole per dm of the reactant are consumed, then concentration of reactant remain behind. Concentration of the reactant remain behind, that is AT equal to A minus X mole per dm. A minus X mole per dm. A is the initial concentration of the reactant, and X mole per dm of the reactant get consumed. That's why remaining concentration of the reactant at time t will be A minus X mole per dm. So here we can put the value of A0 and AT in this equation. When we put the values of A0 and AT, then we get K equal to 2.303 by T log of A. What is the value of A0? The value of A0 is small a mole per dm, and the value of AT is A minus X mole per dm. So this is another form of the integrated rate law of the first order reaction. So integrated rate law may be written in the various forms. This is one form of the integrated rate law of the first order reaction. This is another form. This is another form of the integrated rate law, and this is also the integrated rate law of the first order reaction. Now, from this integrated rate law, we can decide the unit of rate constant. What will be the unit of the rate constant? So, from the equation K equal to 2.303 by T log of A0 by AT. A0 and AT both are the concentrations in mole per dm cube. Therefore, log A0 by AT is a unitless quantity. Mole per dm cube get cancelled, and therefore the unit of rate constant K only depends on time. Time is in denominator, and therefore here the unit of K, if time is in second, then the unit of K will be second inverse per second. If time is in minutes, then the unit may be minute inverse. If the time is in hours, then the unit of rate constant will be hour inverse. In this way, the unit of rate constant is time inverse. How we get the unit of rate constant? From the integrated rate law. In the integrated rate law, A0 and AT both are the concentrations in mole per dm cube, therefore the unit get cancelled, and therefore the unit of rate constant depends on time, which is in the denominator. Therefore, the unit of the rate constant will be either second inverse or minute inverse or hour inverse, or a general unit is time inverse. So this is the integrated rate law of the first order reaction. Thank you.